Tell me about you mentioned 10 to 20 companies. That doesn't seem like a lot.
No, that's right. So we really want to know our companies well. So we want to own 10 to 20, whereas our peers will own 60 to 100. But the issue is if you've got 100 companies, even your best or even your winners, they're only just offsetting the losers. And then when you look at the performance, the management fees charged then are not offset by the extra performance. And, you see, and what does that lead to? Well, it leads to the rise of more passive funds. We get the majority of our performance from having a concentrated portfolio. Because if we find a wonderful investment and we do hundreds of hours of work and we think, this looks fantastic, why would we only buy 2% of it? If we find something that's an amazing opportunity, we want to buy a substantial amount of that company. And we're permitted to have stock weightings up to 15%. Now, it's very hard for us ever to have a company that would be at 15% because there's a significant number of, requirements to get there. But we can weight our stocks at, we probably have 2 or 3 companies over 8%, sort of 8 to 12%, and then sort of a rump around 5 to 6, and then we've got some smaller positions as well. But I guess one of the things I love about this process is you find a great opportunity, you do the work, it looks great, yeah, we will buy that and we will buy a lot of it.
Yeah, and do you stick to any particular sectors or?
No, so we can look at any investments. And I think this is one of the things that came out of having my start in small cap land, where every analyst who works on small caps is a generalist. They can work. 1 minute you could be looking at a miner, then you could look at a bank, and you look at a retail company. So you get you see a large variety of business models, which I think is perfect for global investing, because when you come to become a global investor, you're going to see a whole bunch of different industries. Now, the traditional structure for many global investors with large teams is that they'll have sector specialists. So, the healthcare guy just looks at healthcare. The banks person just looks at banks. So the resource company just looks at resources. So they tend to be very siloed. And the issue I have with that style of, setup is that the resources analyst isn't in a good position to compare the stocks to the healthcare analyst. Or the healthcare analyst has a very narrow view of his companies. Now, he's not necessarily in a great position to compare that healthcare stock against this bank stock, for example. And then those people progress through to becoming the CIOs or the portfolio managers, and they look at the world how they've known it to be, which is a very narrow view. When we grew the team, I wanted everyone to look at every sector. So people can come in, we can compare Google to Shopify to Spotify to Facebook, and I want us to have those conversations. But I feel like if we had been set up in silos, it would constrain the discussion we have on the topic. So, yeah, one of the great things about starting small caps is you have that broad range of experience with different sectors.